Hello everyone, it's Ed with Brain MTG, and I am still chilling with Phil, Mother Trucker 911 at TikTok. And today, well, first of all, we got some cool little cards we're looking at here and just checking stuff out. And I saw a couple of cards, a couple alpha cards he pulled out, but also in that stack was, well, this is awesome. We're going to talk about old school borders. Let's discuss.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
All right, so we're chilling here. I was just about to show these more cards, but I couldn't do that in the intro.
And these are miscuts. Bro.
Yeah, this is cool. Miscut. Look how badly miscut that is. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Does it have any of the... I bet you it's like right below the next card. You know?
A few of those.
So what we were talking about is old school borders. Now, what I really liked the old school borders and how they did that in Time Spiral Remastered.
Retro framing.
Yes, with the foil, you got, that's what I mean, with retro frames, not old school borders. But it was, one of those per box that you got, but you got the retro frame so you could see the look for the regular cards. And just they made the chase correct, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now in Modern Horizons 2, and we're seeing it in we just saw the Commander decks printed like that. Yeah. It's like it's becoming, they're watering it down like everything else. And one of the biggest issues I have is how they're taking cards, they put them in this special treatment like Urza and Yawgmoth, and then you reprint them in that special treatment in a couple sets later on.
Yeah.
In the same exact retro border treatment. And I don't think that that's like, because that just tells me, why should I collect them?
True.
Why even have those retro borders?
Well, I mean, there's some people would suggest that, it's going to be a different print than this. So a specific print from a specific set might be more valuable. But I think what they're trying to do is they're also trying to cater to the players.
Yeah, but couldn't you just reprint it without the retro border and retro border foil? Like, why make it a special one if you're just trying to reprint for the players?
Because then they're also hitting two
Commander
markets.
Players who like to bling out.
The Commander players and the players that also want to collect. So they're trying to cover all bases. I think more to the point, I think it's more that they're trying to do too much too fast. They're trying to cover all their bases immediately.
Yeah.
So that way, they don't
want to let one possible purchaser slip through their fingers.
Exactly. It's a lot of it has to do with greed ultimately.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, you do all this stuff. You're trying to attract someone who's going to buy a few packs one time to experience it because you attracted them. Then they're never going to be into it because there's nothing worthwhile and there's no reason to keep up with a game that you can't keep up with.
Right, but they don't know that going into it.
Yeah.
They got to learn for themselves.
So Wizards is losing people like us who have been around, who have pumped so much money into them.
Yeah.
And they're gaining a person who buys a few packs and who just... that's it, they're done because they figure out that, these cards are going to be worthless.
Yeah,
and this game is very tough to keep up with.
In a lot of ways. I think they're overstepping in that they're concerned about all of these different markets. And the trouble is they're running out of fingers to plug the holes in the dam.
Yeah, that's true.
R&Ds, I'm sure, super stressed out because they're magic is their money.
They're being pressured into making 4 times the amount of sets. Of course, you're going to be stressed out. Your work has skyrocketed.
Their workload has shifted, and not only that, but now with the pressure on them to really make money for Hasbro in general versus other franchises other toys, D&D,
hold on a second,
Star Wars.
Sorry, of course, my brother called. All right.
So you have all these other franchises that could be making a lot of money. D&D, Star Wars, all these other things. The Hasbro license for the Star Wars toys is great, and I'm sure that's making money, but they're not making the money they want to.
Well, they did the same thing. Somebody actually put this in my comments, and I'm sorry, I don't recall who off the top of my head, and if you know it's your comment, please do comment again. But it's Hasbro, reprinting stuff, reprinting the old Star Wars freaking
Retro
in the
figures.
same exact it's the same freaking idea. So it's like they just took this idea from Star Wars and they're like 30th edition. So now what's the D&D reprint gonna be?
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous.
Going forward, they have all these different markets that they could be tapping into, but I think they're so trepidatious they got to go with what they know. But I think we're going to see a lot of that culture shifting very soon. There's going to be a lot more. The pandemic. If the one thing the pandemic did was showing us that gamers of all, tabletop gamers of all kinds, whether it be cardboard, even video gamers for that matter. The market is so healthy, and you can really get a whole new generation of players into these games.
I think that's a positive and negative, exactly what you're saying about how you can pull people in. And what we saw during the pandemic, so many people came in and they wanted to be part of this thing, whether it's because they were just at home, they needed something to do, or it's because, wow, look at this market, look what's happening here. Yeah. There's all types of craziness. Let me get involved in that. That looks interesting. But there's none of that, right?
Right, and it's not even just about collectability, because that's been a thing, obviously, with people not being able to gather. But now that more things and more businesses are opening up, and we're getting back into kind of I don't think we'll ever be the same as pre-pandemic, but now that people are starting to feel a little more safe in gathering in groups to play games and get together, we are getting a whole new beast of gamer. There are people that come out, and I see now going to the LGS, and they're ready to play 5 different games at a time. They're making board game
the ultra
duffel
gamer.
Bags. They're making duffel bags that are engaging people so much that now I can bring 10 board games with me to a game night and not feel awkward about it. And
that's crazy.
Have this treasure trove with them.
That's interesting. Yeah, the freaking Uber gamer.
Yeah.
Next level.
It's not like when you were a kid and you go bring your PlayStation game or Super Nintendo game over to your buddy's house to play this new game. Now it's no, I got a bag full of 10 games, but they're the size of half my car.
Well, it's like that too, with creators now. It's not just I'm on YouTube or I'm on Facebook or I'm on Instagram. It's I'm on
all the
everything.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The Uber creators.
Absolutely. I have sworn that I will not be on too many platforms at once, because it's whoa, and too much.
Really, it's definitely kills me and kills the potential where the channel could go.
Yeah.
If I was out there on these other channels, it's crazy. Yeah. You don't even have to know what you're talking about or be that good. It's if you're on everything.
No. Sometimes I'm friendly with all creators. Everybody means well when they're setting out to do whatever they're going to do. And sometimes I hear somebody say something and I kind of want to correct them, and I'm like, wait a minute, am I that guy?
Yeah, exactly. You don't need to correct everybody.
Exactly.
I love the people that do need to correct everybody. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
It just shows me who I don't want to be.
That's why I'm
every once in a while you gotta throw in a correction though, all right? But all the time you can't just be.
Yeah, there's some that are definitely okay, this is no, don't misinform people either.
Exactly.
Especially to newer players and collectors.
And see, that's a lot of what I see in these creators. Either people are pumping stuff to crazy extents and people are buying things they shouldn't be.
Right.
Or B, they're giving a newcomer this perspective that these cards should be worthless, and it's just you're gatekeeping, you're the bad guy, you're preventing it. It's what are you talking about? I've just been buying packs since I was little, that's all,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Yeah, it's tough out there. It's a crazy world. Anyway, I think we got way off topic, but that's okay. Some of the best conversations are off topic. If you're going to buy any cards today, remember to use my TCG Player affiliate link in the description. It's free to use, helps out a lot. Thank you very much. Remember to like and subscribe, check out my Patreon, channel memberships, all the fun things. And Phil is over at
Mother Trucker 911 at TikTok.
Mother Trucker 911 at TikTok, right? I gotta get onto TikTok. It's ridiculous.
It's a good market.
Seriously. And it's a huge market too. That's the crazy thing. I feel the TikTok market gets to the younger audience.
Absolutely.
And actually, when I look at my my demographics, I probably should be on TikTok. It's all 30 plus and male. It's ridiculous. All right, have a great day, guys. Peace.
Oh yeah.
Oops.
Man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?